Our next group of entrepreneurs, first time, Joann Gannaway-Breuer and Joel Breuer, here to protect her, from HG Cornerstone, LLC.
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. What's HG Cornerstone?
HG Cornerstone is a construction and real estate advisory firm. So we help people capitalize on real estate and take it beyond where a typical broker or a typical contractor. We pretty much have brought together our experiences to help people just be really successful investing in real estate.
So you're a real estate investment group. You have a fund?
No.
No, we're advisors.
You're
Yes.
advisors.
So we advise people how to invest.
In buildings, in property.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Okay.
or are looking to
So
own
if people
or
have
looking
money
to
that
build.
they want to invest and they want to do real estate, you help them to do the right deals.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's a first timer, I think, for this show. We've had
All
real estate
right.
investment funds,
Yeah.
where they're buying property and you invest in the fund.
Yep.
And we've done other types of real estate, but not your type of business.
Well, and sometimes those are our clients. So, real estate fund will come to us and say, do you know someone who has an XYZ type of property? So a lot of those are my clients. And there are actually real estate funds that have been born out of this new real estate hot market that they actually need more information than that. So we actually can help advise them on, location, rents, how they can create value, where to stay out of, where to go into, and then the building itself. So Joel's expertise and background is actually in construction and engineering. And so he's actually an expert in that and actually does a lot of product litigation support. What I'm saying the wrong thing. We're on the radio.
She just made you
But-
sound like a lawyer, a real estate guy, and
And
an engineer.
That is actually, you could use those three hats to describe a little bit about Joel's expertise.
Okay, Joel, don't talk. She's got it all covered.
No, I'm not an attorney. I play one on TV. No, I'm not an attorney, but I help lawyers win cases in construction defects, insurance claims, that
Okay,
type of thing.
so like-
all having to do with buildings and real estate.
So are you a structural engineer, mechanical engineer?
I'm a civil engineer.
Civil engineer.
Yes.
And you practiced for years?
I practiced for years. I spent a good portion of my career taking buildings apart and putting them back together again. A lot of that was on the West Coast too, which is earthquake country.
So again, give me a little bit of your history, how you evolved into this business.
Well, it's interesting because in thinking about coming on the show, and I was thinking about being an entrepreneur, and for me, I feel like I was born this way. So when I was a little girl,
fully formed adult. Wow.
When I was a little girl, I
Must have
actually
driven you crazy in 5th grade.
Well, my big thing was, I would play with old contracts, and I wanted to be a businesswoman. I would read, Working Woman magazine, and always wanted to be a businesswoman. But I grew up in an entrepreneur family, so not even recognizing what it was, to me, the HG is for my grandfather, Harold Gannaway, and he was a very prominent man in Phoenix, Arizona, and he was an inventor. He owned banks. He owned a concrete pipe company, and so kind of sitting at his feet as a little girl, I marveled at walking into the bank, and there's my grandfather's portrait, and I just thought that was the coolest thing.
Still have the portrait?
I do. It hangs in our it hangs in our lobby, and it's a good reminder every day. What am I doing? Am I working really hard? Am I working really smart?